everybody, and welcome back to Italia. We are harvesting carrots and trying to figure out this. I hate offsets. Absolutely hate offsets. It never works. Never does what I think it should do. But we are harvesting carrots. Good old Remy SE260. That came with the map. Lock this in, and then see it wants to jump over. That's all. That's what always happens. Lock it in, and it wants to basically grab the next one. Shoots over there, and then it wants to grab the next one. Grab the next one. Higher helper. But then I'm nearly full. Let's stop this. Pull it out. Oh, this is going to take us. Take us forever. I need something. Something cheap. Cheap here. Ah, the little Bueller. Release that. There we go. This will be a perfect tractor. Coming in handy. Alpine farming expansion. 4. What is up, GoldenEye? Diesel Sims, Lewis. How y'all doing? I am so flustered and just discombobulated here. As I was saying before the stream started, everything just went crazy. About a half hour before the stream was going to start. Been intending to get that map video, the Polish map video, recorded all day. Today was my work at home day. And while I did sneak to get the new and noteworthy up, I did not have an opportunity to sneak, record, and basically spend an hour on a map video trying to get it basically recorded and edited and such. So by the time we got dinner done and I got settled in to start recording, and everything went crazy. Y'all, I'm sure have had these types of days before. Gotta make dinner. Take the trash out, because of course the trash is full. Only to discover that, well, those trash bags that I pretty darn well knew we had, we didn't have. Apparently the last time I put trash in the trash bags, or trash bags in the trash can, at least the last one, and we have basically orders on Amazon to auto ship that stuff like once every 2 months or something, and inevitably it ships a little bit more frequent than you need them. So after 3 or 4 shipments, you end up with an extra whole box, right? So I was pretty darn sure we had an extra box. Went downstairs to the supply room, couldn't find it. My oldest daughter is working Red Lobster tonight, and she has this nasty habit of curing things for her own self. And basically I looked in her room and I couldn't find a giant box of 13-gallon trash can bags. So we're like, well, what do we do for that? I had to make dinner basically and stuff our trash in little boxes, right? Then, lo and behold, I guess the wife gets a hold of the daughter because suddenly I find an open box of trash bags in the kitchen. Where did that come from? Wife puts an order in for Walmart to have it delivered. Recording the video, she calls me because, of course, she's taking her youngest to the park. She calls me, says, "I think I passed the people delivering the Walmart order." I look out the window, and indeed, there's a car just sitting out at the curb, sitting on the phone. I'm like, well, come on, people. 15 minutes goes by before they finally get off their phone and bring the bags up. Wife's like, I wouldn't be too worried, but there's ice cream. I want to make sure you got it inside. I get it inside, I look at it. There's no ice cream. So I call her and I'm like, there's no ice cream. Like they said, it says in the order it was delivered. It's like, there's no ice cream. So she called them up. It's like, there's no ice cream delivered. What's up with that? Like, I don't have time if they go and decide, oh, they found it in their car somewhere. And then, I get a call from the bank. Like 7:35, 7:40. Like, hello, this is blah, blah, blah bank. I'm like, okay. You'd like to speak to blah, yeah, okay, you're speaking, whatever. First, can you verify your address? And then give us permission to call your cell phone. I'm like, first off, I've already called my cell phone. Second off, why am I verifying my address? I didn't call you, you called me. Well, sir, to allow us to call your cell phone next time. No, you called my cell phone already. So one, I don't need to give you permission to do that. But two, why do you want to verify my address? You called me. So I'm hung up on it. I don't have time for this. Right, GoldenEye, anything that's like super suspicious, sus as those kids would call it. Like, sorry, there is absolutely no reason you need to verify my address. Carrots. I wonder if my silo will take carrots. Find out if my silo will even take these carrots. Side right. Yeah, I had kind of hoped to be a little bit further along in the harvesting process. Only if they take carrots. Who sells carrots? Buys carrots. This place. Where's this place at? Oh, okay, there they are. This guy back to harvesting. And then we'll go sell these carrots. I have to say that Polish map is kind of interesting. Tons of fields, as is typical with Polish map. Small little farms, again, as is typical with Polish map. The way the roads are all set up really makes you think the map is so much bigger than it is. It's using every square inch of a standard size map for sure. But when I was doing my first reconnaissance of the map, it really looked like it was a 4x map. I mean, it just felt like it as you're kind of going across the map. Man, this map is big. Is this a 4x Polish? It is not. I don't know, I might have to look about renting a truck. I'm gonna have to sell carrots. A nice little trip down here through town. I think I know a little quicker way to get over here anyway. I probably will go tonight. I probably will. What? Oh, it's around the back because it's a root crop. Okay, I remember. On left. Right. What is going on here? What's going on? Oh, you little boogers. Little boogers. You gotta get it back in there. This is the trailer you get at the start. This is the trailer the map author basically has planned you to use. And you gotta snake it in there. Let's look at trucks. 15,000 liters. Like a load and a half. Many cool little trailers. $45,000 liters. Hey, there we go. Let's lease that. And we'll lease this. Don't lease this because it goes through a ton of fuel, right? Right? Y'all learned that. That's the same mod, right? Let's hope this thing has the oomph to pull that trailer. By the time we get back, it's going to be full. It's a good one, Thor. Well, earlier today, I got the Norton scam email that basically I was basically, here's an invoice for my renewal of Norton for $408, and it had the starting date was today, and the expiration date was tomorrow. So I paid $408 apparently for a 24-hour subscription to Norton. And of course, if there were any questions or concerns about the order, to call this toll-free number. So watch for that one too. Fun little tractor. Oh, I know he's full. 2 or 3 up and down passes. Big food. Wheat, barley, oat, canola, sunflower, soybeans, corn, spelt, rye, cooked cow, grains. Oh no, what the heck? Earth. Driving on the wrong side of the road. What kind of cool stuff does this truck have? Open window. Roll our window down. And that's about it. Hey, Henry, what's up? We had to do a little shifting on the fly. This is actually our very first hired help. Ahoy! Henry's joined the treasure hunt. I got my arm out the window. I am just cool as a jaybird there. Wonder what happens if I roll the window up. Oh, don't you dare tell me this thing doesn't take carrots. Are you flipping kidding me? I don't know what it takes because the Maize Plus, thank you very much, Maize Plus. All your fill types just fall off. It's got potatoes, sugar beets, and then you can't tell anymore. It's a garage. See, you can't tell. Can't tell on any of these. So that takes carrots. So it's after that. So it should be like right here. I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. All right, hold on. What is this even? Oops. What is this? FSI something semi-trailer. Wonder what it's called. All right, here, hold on. I'm gonna fix this little problem. First thing we're gonna do is back this down to 1x. We gotta fix this little issue. Trailer. This one. Right? FS19 semi-trailer. Okay. FS19 semi-trailer. Right. Put the XML here. So it's probably going to have like fill type is probably going to be like forage wagon or something. All right, I missed it. There. There. Yeah. Fill category bulk. It should be there. Right? So I was going to set it to bulk. Here it has capacity 0. Here's 23,000 bulk. Okay, 45,000 bulk. Oh, wait. With some convoluted trigger. Flipping Christmas. ridiculous. Quality control, people. Quality control. Alright. Now, where were we at? All right, well, covers. Cover for that. All right, we'll just park here. Deal with it. Maybe after 40 some minutes we are. What are you doing? 40 some minutes we're finally going to get carrot harvesting. That is quite an interesting helper. Go down one side of the field and come up the other. Now I got him in my truck. Wasn't expecting. What Sam hell are you doing? So guys, let me know about your day. How's your all's day been? 100,000 Henry is the max you can bet. So what did we get for that crop? What did we get for 10,000 liters of carrots? 1,100 bucks. Oh, Dustin, that's great to hear. Oh, I wanted to roll up the window. Let's do that. Oh, he tucks his arm in. Look at that. Thumb is down. Thumb is up. Super close to the cab, huh? no driving alongside this. Helpers hired crooked. Joy is a maze, not maze plus, but multi-terrain angle. See your hired helper hired on crooked. There, now we're pretty much right on. We're going to have a lot more fun with the potatoes. That is for sure. Crooked. I'll fix this up. I can tell you I'm not going to do what I thought I was going to do in year 2. In year 2, I thought it would be fun if I was an onion farmer. And all I planted was onions. Well, that plan has changed dramatically. We are not going to be onion farmers, given our carrot experiences here. Where are you going? Farmer Bradley, not yet. Map is still listed as pending console testing as of today. Now I suspect when it does hit the mod hub, it's probably not going to have the additional crops in it because the map that's going to be released on the mod hub is intended as a demo. Demo is to provide, one, console players the ability to experience the map to some degree, and two, to allow PC players that are really not interested in Maize Plus to also experience the map. You're gonna drop it right there. Drop it. Good. Good. So to get the experience like we are seeing it today, you're going to have to be able to be on PC, and you're going to have to download it from the map author's website, which is linked in the description below. Okay. This is ridiculous. No way anybody in-game tested this. Zero chance anyone in-game tested this trailer. Yeah, that would be a no-go for sure. The only reason I even have this trailer is it was listed on the recommended mods of the map. I gotta wonder if he even tried it. Got rain coming. When's rain coming? Anytime now, rain's going to be in the forecast. Between 72 and 74,000 liters. As far as our carrots go off this field. go ahead and just get rid of this other tractor. We're not going to need it. I need some points. I'll jump in on this. Hey Darren, what's up? Missed all the excitement. We had so many struggles with this darn carrot field. First off, we can't, well, can't get GPS to work because I can never get offset figured out. And then carrots yield like potatoes yield. Something ridiculous. We would have taken like 8 trips to and from the sell point with our other trailer. Meanwhile, every time we got back, he would have been completely full. And we got the truck and the trailer just to find out that the trigger is ridiculously small. And up in the left front corner of the trailer. I think now we've kind of figured it out. Only partial victory. Only a partial victory. Yeah. There, that's where it works. Basically, you have to drive up into the harvester. No, this isn't your carrot harvester. This is the one that was burned in with the map, so this is, I guess we'll call this the Maize Plus harvester. How's GTX doing tonight? Although I really got to think the act of digging up potatoes would not leave green on the ground. I think it would just be all dug up dirt. Ah, indeed. Was it Bucks County? That does seem so long ago. I thought he was going to run into the tree, but he's not. We had a couple interesting mods dropped today in the mod hub. Big old school John Deere for those John Deere fans. A fake Ford F-350 dropped with the tag Lizard brand on it. Just going down over the hill backwards. Hey. Kind of curious where you're going to go now. Randomly dropping in the middle of the path. Okay. Campbell's on cooldown. Had a Polish map, as I was saying at the start of the stream. I've been trying to get that map video recorded. Ran into a bunch of delays with that. So we'll be getting that one done after the live stream. Yeah, we have another wooden tower. Maybe I want you to be lacking for options. There we go. Yeah, a little cleanup. I don't know if I'm going to bother with it. Small amount of money we're going to get for this. Oh no! Can we make it up the hill? Big young trucker. You like that we can roll down the window. A little narrow. AJ, what's up? Oh, I can wait. I can wait. Still a lot to be revealed. Then we learned at this sell point, you need to back into the actual bay here. So 38,000 liters of carrots are going to give us $4,400. We're going to get about $10,000 off of that entire field. It will just pay for all of the leasing that we've had to do. Now we will be able to use the truck for our other harvest since we already have it. If this trigger on this trailer doesn't drive you mad. Oh, of course, you just run out of crop and you walk off. Clean up a little bit of this. Yeah, I can't get, I've never been able to successfully do offsets. Whenever I try, the driver looks like he does it right, and then next thing you know, he grabs the next course and then just keeps scooting it over. Trim a little bit around here. Now, I wonder if we're going to be able to harvest in the rain with this. When we did red versus green, we discovered that the Homer would let you harvest in the rain. The Ropa wouldn't. Very interesting difference between those. Alright, so I guess let's turn around. We know how to finally get the trigger if we're going the same direction. Top left corner seems to be the most reliable. Rip our conveyor belt off. Alright, let's go around. Hopefully this will make our helper work a little better. Whatever we put in this field next year, we're guaranteed to have some volunteer carrots, I guess. Peanut, what's up? This guy back up. Fire that helper and off we go. It's hard to say, Farmer Bradley, when the Pro version will come out. Take a look at the map author's website. Looks like it's getting there, but I don't know how fast he's changing those completion percentages. I don't know how long they've been at the level that they're at now. And to some degree, it's often difficult when you give percentages, because some things may go fast. You may see the percentages changing quickly. And then there may be other times where you get into something that takes a lot longer to do. And suddenly the percentages slow down. Oh, Matt, you lost all your points. There we go. Ah, Bradley, I have not. John, we tried that and it didn't take. But at least we do have hose hookups. So we'll try it again. Next load. But what you're watching here is the first and only time we're going to mess with carrots. All right, well, we're going to see. It's raining. Wet crop, we can't, we done harvesting. All right, so let's... go ahead and come at it from the other direction. See? And now what's it on that corner? Go ahead and speed up time. Let's go sell this. That is a Giants approved trailer right there. Passed quality control testing. And we'll take a look here in a minute and see how well that trailer's rated. I have a feeling it's going to kind of show you how broken the rating system is. The 4-star trailer, Golden Eye says. Oh my, pouring down rain. Take a look. EGA cloud. And then let's go down here to our trailer. .3. That 4.3 with 1,700 votes. Yeah. Well, at least our wipers work on this. Yes, we're gonna go the wrong way. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have dynamic mud on this map. All these dirt roads. Eight o'clock. Sleep for 11 hours. Oh, it's darker. 7 a.m. Can't hold a flashlight and hold a wheelbarrow. Oh, we're gonna do this 4th time. There we go. Now we can see. No, no, Bradley, there is no mud on this map. I was saying a good thing there isn't any. That's the last thing I also needed to deal with. Have mud show up after it rained. One more load. If we can get dry conditions by 9 a.m. Nope. I'll have to wait till 10. Still not dry. All right. Go over here and see where our percentages are. Okay. There we go. Now we're dry. Good work, lady. Harvest me some carrots. The headlamp doesn't work if you have something in your hands. That's how I understand it. Go ahead and bump this up to 10 times speed. There we go. We get our carrots harvested off today. Maybe I should come over here and get a bucket load of carrots. Go do that. We'll bring our wheelbarrow over here. Then we'll dump a bucket load of carrots in there. And we'll keep a little bit of carrots on hand. Oh, shove, push it, shove it. Shove wheelbarrow up the hill. Wheelbarrow, not whole buckets. Carrots. There we go. Shower of carrots. Go. Oh, hold the wheelbarrow back. I have looked at Flight Sim, but honestly, I don't have time for it. And trying to figure out how to fly is, again, something I don't really have the time for. Well, the birds aren't pesky, the birds are fun. Oh, what? Kidding me? No, you don't see anybody work the field, sadly. It's basically just using the, basically paying someone to use easy dev controls on the field, basically. Paying someone to set the state of the field. No, I was getting a load because pig food really wasn't topping off this column. So I wanted to get a load of carrots. And then I dumped the carrots. And I think they fell through the floor. Down here. Where'd they go? They're all gone. Carrots are gone. Alright, so there's the wheelbarrow. The carrots vanished. Lost half a load of carrots. Don't dump on the floor. Up one level. Because it's not going to hold. See, my carrots are empty. Woe is me. Woe is me. Earn some more points. He's doing better in the fields. Somewhat better. Not so much better on this side, but on the other side, somewhat better. Kinetic J, what's up? All right, Bradley. So windy. Windy today up here on this hill. Total victory is ours. Where's the points? All right, let's get a truck. Now, watermelon, that was the other map. $69 points. How'd you manage that? I was about ready to drive over the edge. Really? So let's see here. If we walk up to it, then we hit E. Now, what makes us so we have the animation again? So come up to the truck. Jeff Reed, thanks for joining the channel, buddy. Enter. I don't know how we activate the whole loading in the truck animation. Seen it a few times. Nearly 2 hours in the stream and we've gotten that much of the field done. Oh my gosh. I'll have to finish the rest later. Fury Machine Gaming, welcome to the stream. Where's terraforming when you need them? Oh, thanks, Jeff. Try to get this on the money in 90. Or a Albanzio, welcome to the stream. It up. Raz, what's up? Let me give you a little bit of advice. Don't use this trailer. It's evil. Gotta get up and friendly. Only if you're friendly enough will it work. It is one of those Italian trailers. Friday's a victory day. Come on back up. Well, we would stream the multiplayer series if there was something to do. Problem is, right now it is, well, it may have just moved into mid-summer. Crops might be ready to harvest. We're getting a ton of rain. So we've got to find an opportunity to get on the server when it's not wet. Now that there's possibly crops to harvest. So it might be coming this week. Depends on how the timing works out. It's 1, daylight during our normal stream time. 2, dry enough during our normal stream time. And if my fields did indeed come ready to harvest, the farmer in the super chat there, buddy. You'll be able to tell me in the morning if my crops are ready to harvest or not. I was on earlier to feed the cows and water them and everything, and it was the last day of early summer. I think from the 4 photos or 5 photos that we've seen, 22 does look pretty interesting. All still a work in progress. There are plenty of folks out there that are already prepared to cast judgment. So I did post over on a couple Discords today a question. Because very early when 19 came out, lots of folks were, in my opinion, inappropriately comparing fully modded Farm Sim 17 to a vanilla 19. And I felt that that was not a fair comparison. Oh, it's full. Why is this not unloading? But now I pose the question to those that remember. 17. A fully modded 17 compared to a fully modded 19. How do they stack up? This is actually going to fill this trailer up. I'll go hire this helper out. Dang that Flossie McPherson. Helper. Go unload this trailer. There, we got it. I don't know how sometimes we get that loading animation and sometimes we don't. The other day, my youngest asked me when he could go to the pool. And I was like, what? He wanted to get in the pool. First off, we don't have a pool. And second off, I told him, the water is going to be really cold, dude. It was a fairly warm day. It was in its 70s, I think. I was like, the water's going to be cold. You're not going to want to be in the pool. Like, well, how many days till the water won't be cold? It's like until like the end of May. It's like, well, how many days is that? I told him, I don't know, like 49 days. But he went around the rest of the day telling everybody 49 days he can go to the pool. Daniel, not on this map. All right, you're time to earn another whopping $4,000. $4,800 for a load of carrots. What day? Let's go the right way. Oh, the truck's nice. The trailer, not so much. I don't know if you heard, Raz, but I did send all the questions that were asked as of yesterday over to Giants. So maybe we will hear one of your all's questions answered in a future podcast. left everyone's names on there. They had guides had mentioned to that could do that if it was possible, because I think they would like to call out. So Raznik asks this question, and then they give an answer. Steve the Farmer, I have no idea when we're going to get the next bit of information for FS22. No idea. You have to get the truck right up in there. And then it unloads. Pull it up beside it. Nope. All right, Thor, thanks for dropping by. You have a new some new competition with Hey Henry. So if we're talking about a fourth quarter release, it's at least 6 months out. So the earliest I would expect Farm Sim to be released would be October. The latest was obviously December. So that's 6 to 8 months out. We probably won't see a full featured trailer until FarmCon or E3. E3 is around the same time as FarmCon. We probably won't know anything about pre-sales until FarmCon or E3. I'm sure we'll get little tidbits of information before then. But I don't think we're going to get any sort of regular flood of information, like, weekly fact sheets on new equipment or anything for quite a while. I mean, if you think 6 to 8 months, that's a lot of Fridays. My guess is we probably won't see fact sheets until maybe 3 months out. That's for 12 weeks of fact sheets. That would put it July, August, September, October. So September, August, September, October, November. So sometime around August, September maybe. Well, they just have to keep checking the podcasts. That is, I'm sure, where they're going to answer the questions. And like I mentioned in the post, Giants surely has a marketing plan, surely has a communications plan of when they want to announce certain things. There's still features in development. They don't want to do a wild deer thing like they did in 19. You know, there's going to be wild deer that are going to be kind of roaming around the forests of your maps. Where's the deer? There aren't any deer. They didn't make it. So they kind of talked about it. Everyone got excited. Oh, wild animals. That'd be cool. I mean, I think the birds are kind of neat. Not that annoying. But the deer didn't make it. So they don't want to have another one of those. We're going to announce a feature before it's really fully baked and definitely something they can do. And then have it be like, oh, the devs come back. Well, you know, we said we could do it, but we're not really so thankful we're going to be able to get to work the way we want. How about that? So they're only going to want to actually announce things once they know they're definitely going to be able to be in the game. And to that end, maybe, you know, if someone's asking a question about feature X, and now they know that feature X is going to be available, they could maybe address feature X by basically saying, Chris Miller asks if this is going to be available in Farm Sim 19. And it is my pleasure to tell you today that it is definitely a feature that we are looking to add to Farm Sim 19. So that's what I'm hoping will come out of that list of questions. I'll kind of cherry pick and keep the ones back. Now, I did ask Giants to expand upon the whole self-publishing. I think overall, lots of players don't really understand what that really implies. And I think it would be good for them to kind of explain that, so people really understand that, hey, we are literally... ball is in our court for everything, whereas before the ball was in our court for developing the game, but marketing, pricing, where it's available, to some degree even setting the release date was on Epic, but was on Focus. You know, we were ragging Giants. Man, you shouldn't have released the game because it wasn't ready. You waited another month and then finished the landscaping feature and did this and did that. It might not have been on there. Focus may have said, look, we fronted all this money for your development, set a release date, that's when it's coming out. Now, as self-publishers, they are 100% in control. Now, if they release it too early, it was their decision to release it too early. So I think it's important that folks understand that. They really grasp the weight of what they're taking on. That's right, Fury. We need facts. We need honest, goodness, straight up information. But no, you're not, you know, they're a company. They have to be profitable. They're not going to tell you everything up front because they themselves don't know everything at the moment. But again, by asking your questions, you kind of let them know, hey, this is what players are curious about. This is what they're interested in. One more heist I'm going to do. Well, we know you're going to have seasonal changes, whatever that entails. Let's stick around for the end of this heist, and then I'm going to need to call it quits for the night. I've got to finish recording the polished map video. Came out today, and get to bed because tomorrow is my in-office day. So no sleeping in and then walk across the hall to the office tomorrow. Oh, we're full again. I did leave. Oh no! Did we win or lose? Did we win or lose? Did we win or lose? Oh, I lost all my points. I lost all my points. What are we gonna do? I lost them all. And with that, we're gonna roll the credits. Bid you guys a farewell. I'll have to update the credits with the new member we got today, as well as I think we got a member last night. Still need to update the credits for. Thanks for coming out and watching. I really don't know if we're going to be streaming tomorrow night or not. Keep an eye on the channel for a posting. And until next time, happy farming.